wars on our southwest border, there sprung up many tales of hidden treasure to intrigue the imagination and attract the adventurous. The most fascinating of these tales of Spanish gold was that of Santa Anna's vast store. This was supposed to be hidden in the silent barrels of his cannon and buried somewhere in Texas. After the war, the settlers found themselves penniless and desperate. There was no law in the land, and the search for the hidden pay of Santa Anna's army went on ceaselessly. Then a mysterious rider, the Durango Kid, decided to try his luck where so many others had failed.
Where my heart is going, there's where I long to stay. All the world is sad and dreary. Every place I roam, that's where my heart is growing. The old folks say. Hey, you like that now, Rudy? You didn't, huh? All right, then I'll see you another. Oh, the bound just guy. Whoa. Why, you ornery critter, you. I'll whale the dickens out of you. That's what I'll do. Just wait. Oh, holy smoke. That burned mule light. Look yonder. There's gold. There's gold there. There's gold. Over here. Over here. There's more gold over here. Let me see. Look at that. Look at that there. Gold! Santa Ana gold! Look at it! There! Amarillo! Oh, I'm going to buy a new hail field for you. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, Amarillo, I told you to just stick with me that we'd be rich. Amarillo, come here. I'm going to buy you the biggest sarsaparilla that you ever had. Now, just hold still. Come here, come here. Listen, Airedale, come on. Come on, here, Teddy, come here. Oh, now, come on. Amarillo, let's go get sarsaparilla. Come on, baby. Whoa. That's it, baby. Okay, now, Amarillo, you stay there, and I'll be right back out. Oh, take care of Elmer there. Don't let him get away.
Hello, Cimarron.
Hello, Dixie.
What's up? You look like you've seen a ghost. found it, Dixie. I'm telling you, I found it.
Found what?
The Santa Annie gold. And you've been so good to me, Dixie. I want you to be the first one to find out about it.
Are you sure?
Here. I reckon that ought to prove it. Huh?
Where'd you find it?
Well, I found it. Oh, I ain't telling anybody. Not until I get my pard, Steve Reynolds, up here from Fresno-Gallus to help me pack it out.
Watch where you're going, Rankin.
I'm sorry, Dixie.
Look at me, Ring Eye. We can't go this way. I'll go change my clothes and then we'll hurry. Don't you go away now.
Howdy, man.
Hello, boss.
Has he talked yet?
No, that Jasper needs some help to loosen his tongue up.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's have a look.
You low-down buzzards. Why don't you turn me loose before I die of thirst?
Sure, we'll turn you loose, Cimarron, after you tell us where that gold is cached.
Well, I'll rot right here before I ever tell you.
Look, Cimarron, it's nice and cool. Have a drink.
Well, start talking. You can have all the water you want.
Sure, and a T-bone steak and some corn pone and coffee.
You'll never get away with this. If my ranger friend in Fresno-Gallus don't hear from me pretty soon, he'll come a-looking. And when he does, you bunch of buzzards will wish that you never laid a hand on me.
A bloodhound would get lost trying to find this hideaway, Cimarron. You'll talk after a couple of more days without grub and water.
Oh, that's what you think.
Hold it.
Go ahead, let him shoot. You cheap tin horn. Dead men don't talk, you know.
I don't like the idea of a ranger looking for him, Monroe.
Neither do I. Slade, take a couple of the boys and cover every trail leading into town from Fresno-Gallus. If you see anybody that even smells like a ranger, give them a little reception.
Right. Slade, Waco, go.
There's their meat, boys. Looks like the Gordon Range is plenty fat nowadays. Come on. run for it. Do you know who that is? That's the Durango Kid. Durango! Durango! Boy, Steve, you missed a lot of good excitement.
How come?
Me and that Durango Kid, we run a bunch of bushwhackers clean out of this country.
Well, now that's funny. I thought I just saw 3 of them go in the saloon here.
How'd you know it was them?
Never mind, we'll go into that later. Smiley, right now we've got to find out all we can about Cimarron. I think those 3 hombres in there can help us.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
You know, Smiley, saloons and barber shops are usually pretty good clearinghouses for gossip.
Yeah?
I'm going to make a call on Dixie King while you get a haircut.
Well, I just got a haircut yesterday.
Get 2 more.
Will it be, stranger? I'm looking for Miss Dixie King. There she is now. Thanks. Miss King?
That's right, mister. And you?
I'm Steve Reynolds, friend of Cimarron's. You
Oh, of course. I'm glad you came, Mr. Reynolds. Come on over here and sit down. I'm afraid something terrible has happened to Cimarron, Mr. Reynolds.
Well, maybe he's just out on another prospecting trip.
Well, I don't think so. After locating the treasure, he came back here to tell me about it and was on his way to send you a telegram when he vanished.
Were you the only one who knew about his discovery?
Oh, I'm not sure. He might have talked somewhere along the line. I thought it best to call you in.
Well, thanks. Maybe if we work together, we can find him.
You can count me in.
Thanks again, miss.
Well, you're next.
Say, can you get 2 haircuts for 25 cents?
No, but you can get a shave and a haircut for 25 cents.
All right. You know, I've heard about them, but you're the first lady barber ever I see. And pretty, too.
Oh, you're not so bad yourself, big boy. Going to be in town long?
Well, after having seen you, the sheriff and 10 posses couldn't get me out of here.
You do say the nicest things.
Well, I thought for a while I'd shave myself this morning, but I was too lazy. I'm glad I didn't now.
So am I, big boy.
Say, I'm going to bring my razor in here and let you hone it for me. I was cutting some canvas with it the other day. You do that sort of thing?
Any old time, you bet we do.
Don't make it too hot now.
Just right.
That's good.
Haywire, boss.
What happened?
The Durango Kid moved in on us.
The Durango Kid.
The Durango Kid, huh? Well, you can bet your last dollar there's some skullduggery going on, or he wouldn't be around here. Boy, I'd hate to be one of those scallywags, knowing his reputation for siding with the underdogs.
You tend your haircut, and we'll take care of the Durango Kid.
Who is he?
It's him, Dave!
was he, anyhow?
That's the ranger you sent us after.
Ranger? If that scatterbrain is a ranger, we haven't anything to worry about. Keep your eyes peeled for the Durango kid.
It was the only glass that size in town. Oh, just wait till I get him in one of my chairs again. Just wait.
Don't hold your breath, Kate. He's probably in the next county by this time. Finish me up and make it quick.
Same three Jaspers that jumped onto me out on the trail just walked into the barber shop and reported to a feller in the other chair.
You think the man in the chair's their boss?
Well, I'm not sure. His face was all covered up with a towel.
Would you recognize his voice if you heard it again?
I might. That's them.
You can put up that hardware. And who are you, mister? I'm the ranger you're interested in killing, not a headquarters handyman here. Well, in that case, we might as well finish what we come for right now.
What's going on here?
These gents friends of yours?
Never saw him before. Why?
Just curious.
I'll have no rough stuff in my saloon. Get out of here.
She's all covered up with a towel.
Would you recognize his voice if you heard it again?
I might. That's them.
You can put up that hardware. And who are you, mister? I'm the ranger you're interested in killing, not a headquarters handyman here. Well, in that case, we might as well finish what we come for right now.
What's going on here?
These gents friends of yours?
Never saw him before. Why?
Just curious.
I'll have no rough stuff in my saloon. Get out of here. Stranger in town, aren't you, mister?
Right, Steve Reynolds.
That's a common name.
I'm a common man, Monroe. I'm also a good friend of Cimarron Dodd.
Is that so? Well, any friend of Cimarron's is a friend of mine. We're all wondering what happened to him after he located that treasure. Aren't we, Dixie?
That's right, Monroe.
How did you know he discovered the treasure?
Well, he never had any money before, and when he spent some old Spanish coins over the bar, I just put two and two together.
That's funny. Cimarron never took a drink in his life.
Maybe it went to his head. And if you're trying to say that I had anything to do with his disappearance, you'd better use your head and keep out of it, unless you're looking for trouble.
I'll see you later, miss. Thanks for your help.
And if you're trying to say that I had anything to do with his disappearance, you'd better use your head and keep out of it. Unless you're looking for trouble.
I'll see you later, miss. Thanks for your help. What was the idea of that play out there, boss? Why didn't you gun down that ranger?
That's what I sent you out to do, and you let him walk right over you.
Do you think he got wise to anything?
We're not taking any chances. Get out to the shack and warn Rankin to double the guard, and to gun anybody that comes within range. And while you're about it, see if you can make that Jasper talk.
Steve, you know that feller Monroe at the saloon?
Yeah, what about him?
His voice sounded an awful lot like that other feller's in the barber shop.
Smiley, you check with the barber and make sure about that. I'll see you later.
If that fat jackrabbit shows his face around here again, I'm going to tie his ears into bow knots and put ribbons on him, too.
I sure don't want to miss that, Kate.
No, neither do I.
I'll teach you to go around smashing eye windows. That, and that, and that, and that.
Petey, have a heart. I want to pay for your old window just as soon as I get my share of Cimarron's treasure. Honest, I will.
What treasure you talking about?
Ain't you heard? Say, my partner, Cimarron Dobbs, he discovered Santa Anna's treasure. Yes, sir, and I grub-staked him, and I'm rich. I got plenty of money now.
Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in and let's talk this over.
Gentlemen?
Aye.
Being a rich man, a little thing like a window had not amount to anything. Pay off for all.
Hey, now, wait, let's don't do that again. Let's talk this over. Now, wait a minute. I haven't got any ready cash till they find Cimarron.
Oh, I knowed you was lying. You rose down.
Look, man, your battle station's been. We're going to have to sing our way out of this. Oh, now don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
He's so blue and lonesome, and his days are dragging by.
Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
His world's all topsy-turvy since the day he made you cry.
I never meant the things I said, let's have it understood. Forget the things you said to me, and I'll promise I'll be good. But don't be mad at me, don't be mad at me.
You both belong together.
Let's give love another try. She's still mad at me, look at her, mad at me. I'm so blue and lonesome, and my days are dragging by.
She's still mad at him. She's still mad at him. His world's all topsy-turvy since the day he made you cry.
I never meant the things I said, let's have it understood. Forget the things you said to me.
He'll promise to be good.
But don't be mad at me, don't be mad at me.
You both belong together.
Let's give love another try.
Let's give love another try.
That sure was nice, Mr.
Just call me Smiley, that's my name.
Smiley.
Hey, you're all right, Smiley. What about Joan the Hoe at the saloon? Yeah, we could use a new singer in our show over there.
Why, you just flatter me to pieces, but I got some unfinished business with Kate first.
All right.
I think we can start off with one of your super haircuts, and then I'll get a shave, and then I'll get a manicure, and put some of this stinkum here on my hair. You know, I've got to look my best being a rich man and everything.
You sure do, Smiley. A man with your position and wealth can't afford to be careless about his personal appearance.
That's right. Say, Kate, who was the man in the chair there when I was here a while ago?
Well, his name... You're going to pay for everything you've broken right now, or your head's going to look awful funny rolling around without a body. I'll skin the hide off of you one of these days. Just you wait.
Please, up there. I ain't much at praying, but won't you please get me out of here? 'Cause I ain't gonna be able to hold out much longer. Please. Some water.
Make sure we're not being trailed before we get too close to the hideout. Look, Durango, and he's following us. Yeah, we better split up and lose it. No, wait a minute. I got a better idea for covering his trail and getting rid of that sidewinder at the same time. Come on. Durango's finished, boys. Let's stampede that herd and Durango right into it. Come on. Go wiggle out of that. Let's go. They put one over on us. We'll get another chance. You guys spend more time on guard and less playing cards. We might get somewhere.
Oh, quit your worrying, Slade. Nobody can find this place.
That's what you think. With the Durango kid on the prowl, we got to be ready for anything.
Durango kid?
Yeah. He must have learned to simmer on fine. He's moving in to beat us out of it. Besides, his ranger pal's in town. He won't be sitting still. Boss said for you to double the guard.
You boys get outside. Keep your eyes peeled and your guns handy.
Get anything out of Cimarron yet?
No, not a thing. We've done everything we can.
I'm through fooling with him. This is your last chance, old-timer. Tell us where the treasure is and we'll turn you loose.
I ain't talking. Why, you yellow polecat. If I wasn't tied up this way, I'd cram a 6-shooter down your throat, butt first.
I'll make you talk or I'll cut you up into little pieces and feed you to the buzzards.
Then you wouldn't be able to find that gold.
Now, hold it, Slade. He's right. Put away that knife. We'll be back pretty soon, and you'd better talk. Come on.
Wagon trains and pioneers roll westward long ago. They built a spot there in the heart of the West that I love so. I'm following the trail of the covered wagon, following the trail to happiness again. I'm heading back to Texas, never more to leave her. Going back to Texas, that's my journey's end. Where the trail was blazed many years ago by a hardy band of rugged men who fought at the Alamo. I'm following the trail of the covered wagon, following the trail to my journey's end, heading home again. That's my journey's end. I'm following the trail.
That's pretty good. Play another just like it.
You boys better get to the hideout.
Well, comb my hair with a wagon wheel.
The Durango Kid is offering a reward of $5,000 for information leading to the whereabouts of Cimarron Dobbs.
$5,000? That's a lot of money.
You ain't fooling. That's worth going at.
Now we're getting somewhere. With the Durango Kid on our side, maybe we'll find Cimarron and his treasure.
Steve, get a gander of this.
Hi, Monroe. Well, Durango isn't wasting any time, is he?
That masked renegade is only interested in getting the treasure for himself. He'll never pay off.
Oh, is that so? Well, let me tell you something. That Durango saved my skin a many time. I'm not going to have you running him down like that.
Monroe, do you mind if we tack this up in your saloon where everybody can read it?
Sure. Go ahead. It won't do any harm.
All right, tack it up over there, Smiley. Now that Durango started the ball rolling, it's up to all of us to pitch in and help him find Cimarron.
Everybody in the country will be looking for him now.
That's right, Dixie. But we've got to organize the ranches, make it a big manhunt that'll cover every inch of the territory.
They won't string along.
Why not?
Why, Durango's scheme is bound to backfire. Everybody will be interested in getting that reward for himself. And they certainly won't want to split it with a posse.
Well, I think we can make them all pull together.
What are you going to do, Steve?
Well, this country's been in a bad way ever since the war, and $5,000 isn't going to mean much to the ranches. Smiley and I grub stake Cimarron, and we're willing to donate our share of the treasure for the good of all those who need it.
Oh! I'm killed!
Wait a minute, Smiley. You're not hurt.
Oh, I'm not, huh? Didn't I just hear you separating me from my share of that treasure? You think I'm not hurt?
Oh, I think it's real nice of you boys to help the people like that.
Well, we better start rounding up the ranches. What do you say, Monroe? Can we count on your help?
Sure. I'll be ready to ride in a few minutes.
All right, let's go, boys.
Come into my office a minute, Dixie.
right, let's have it.
You're pretty close to Cimarron, aren't you, Dixie?
Yes. Sure, I've known him a long time.
How would you like a cut of the treasure?
What are you driving at?
Just what I said. I'll cut you in for a share if you can get him to tell us where the stuff is hidden.
You mean you've got Cimarron?
Sure. How about it?
I'd be a fool to pass this up.
Good. Now, we've got to work fast and get him to talk before anyone stumbles onto that hideaway. Get ready to ride and meet me back here.
I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Just a little precaution, Dixie. You go blindfolded from here to the hideout.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Sure. I just like to play games. Come on, let's go.
Have you gone loco, Monroe, bringing that dame up here?
Take it easy, boys. She's in with us.
What do you mean, in with us? She's a friend of that ranger's, ain't she?
That was a gag to find out how much he knew.
Cimarron's in the back room. Get busy on him.
Well, I wouldn't trust that dame any further than I could throw a horse.
Neither would I, but she's our last chance. And when she's served her purpose...
Well, thank heavens you found me, Dixie. See, how come you're running around with this Monroe and his gang?
Not really, Cimarron. It's the only way I could get to you. If you'll tell me where the treasure is buried, maybe I can make a deal with Monroe to let you loose.
Well, I don't know. Say, did Steve Reynolds show up yet?
Haven't seen hide nor hair of him.
I reckon he's letting me down, too.
The Durango kid's on the trail of that gold, too, Cimarron. I think you'd be wise to let me put it in the bank for you.
Durango kid?
He's offered a big reward for information about you. It means he's planning to cut you out.
Oh, no, you're wrong about that, Dixie. I've known Durango since the cows come home. The only thing he'd be interested in is to know that I'm alive and safe.
Supposing I work with him to get you out of this.
Well, why not? I'll tell you. If you get Durango to me without getting shot up, I'll tell you where the cash is. Then the two of you can look after it.
It's a deal, Cimarron.
But before I talk, you'll have to show me that you've been in touch with Durango.
Well, how can I do that?
Well, sure, I'll tell you. You asked him for a badge that I gave him years ago. You fetch that to me. Then I'll know everything's all right.
What kind of a badge?
You ask Durango.
I'll do my best, Cimarron. And you keep your chin up.
I'll try, Dixie. Hear me? I'll try. I'll try.
ma'am. What can I do for you?
Where can I find the Durango kid?
I don't know, ma'am. But when he left an order for those reward posters, he just left a note in the money here, that's all. Never did see him.
Well, I've got some information about Cimarron Dobbs. I'd like to win that reward.
Well, I wish I could help you, ma'am, but I can't. Maybe if you left a note for Durango.
That won't be necessary. I heard what you said, miss.
Then we can settle right down to business. Cimarron's being held in a hideout up in the hills near Buckhorn Peak, and I tricked the gang into taking me to him.
Good. You just lead me to their hideout, and I'll do the rest.
Not as easy as that, Durango. I was blindfolded when they took me there.
Durango's in the print shop now. You come with me. The rest of you surround the place, and let's get him.
You know who's holding him?
If I told you who was holding Cimarron, his life and mine wouldn't be worth a plug nickel. If you let me have that badge he asked for, maybe I can make a deal with the gang to free him.
All right. Cimarron gave me this once for helping him when he was ranger. Here it is. Get back there.
The end of the trail for you, Durango.
Get around. Find him. Down to the next roof.
You agreed to let me handle this my way. I was trying to lure Durango into the hideout so you could gun him down there. Now he'll think I framed him into a trap and won't string along with me.
Never mind that. Did you get the badge from him?
No, you wouldn't give me a chance. But I think I learned enough to get Cimarron to talk.
That's all I wanted to know. Come on, we're going to pay him another visit.
All right, boys, let's hit leather. Posse's already scouring the country.
Where are we heading for, Steve?
Well, I think we'll find something interesting out in the Buckhorn area. Come on, let's go.
Where's Rankin? The Durango kid gunned him down. And Chuck? Same thing. We haven't got any time to lose, Slade. The whole country's out looking for us and Cimarron. Dixie, get busy on that bag of bones and don't lose any time.
Why don't you blindfold her like you did the first time, boss? She's liable to pull a double cross on us.
She won't get that chance. If she doesn't make that old codger talk this time, I'll do it myself. As for her, she knows too much now for her own good. I'll keep an eye on her. You make sure that none of the boys are sleeping on watch.
Right.
Oh, hello, Dixie. Say, would you mind giving me a drink of water, please, ma'am?
Sure.
Thank you. That's the first drink I've had since them buzzers grabbed me.
This is your last chance to talk, Cimarron.
Last chance? What do you mean?
I overheard Monroe say if you didn't come clean this time, he'd kill you.
Why, that dirty low down.
Not only that, but he threatened to kill me, too. I'm trying to help you out of this, Cimarron. You wouldn't want to see me killed for it, would you?
Why, they wouldn't dare lay a hand on a woman.
They'd do anything to get their hands on that gold. And the way they've got this place fortified with guards, even the Durango kid couldn't get in.
Well, supposing I did tell where the cash is, they'd kill us just the same, wouldn't they?
Not if we can make a deal with them. You know you can trust me, Cimarron.
Yeah? Oh, say, did you get that badge from Durango, like I said?
Yeah. I got it right here.
Boy, that dirty
What's
little...
up, boss?
She's trying to give us a double cross.
Yeah? That's it, all right. All right, you just cut me loose. I'll draw you a map, show you where the treasure is. Get me out of this.
You won't regret this, Cimarron.
Yeah. Hey, Dixie, are you sure you're going to use that map to bargain with these killers to let me go?
Of course I am.
All right, then. Well... Okay. Look there. I've been tied up so long, my wrists and my arms are numb.
Be sure you get the map right, Cimarron.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I see now.
You boys keep out of sight. I'm going to do a little scouting.
We'll be here when you get back. Did you find anything interesting, Steve?
Yeah. Any of you fellows remember seeing these beads before?
I've seen Dixie wearing some just like them.
That's right. There's a trail of them leading right up to the hideout.
You think Dixie's in with the gang that's got Cimarron?
I'm not sure, but we'll soon find out.
What you figure on doing?
That place is bristling with guns. Smiley, you and the boys draw their attention from this side. I'll try to get up to their hideout from the other side.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, sure. All right, stay here and keep under cover.
Sounds like all the coyotes in the country's moved in on us.
Yeah. Let's take a look. You stay here, Frank.
I'll bet them outlaws will never figure that one out. Steve ought to be up there by this time. Let's go, and let's hit them hard. Come on.
Amarillo bucked me off right there, and right over
There it is, right there. Right where that cross is, that's where the treasure is, right there, see?
Thanks, Cimarron. Don't mention this to Monroe or any of his gang until I get it.
You won't have to. I'll take care of that myself, and you too.
What are you driving at?
Double crosses don't live long in this gang.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will pronto. Now that we have this map, Slade and I are getting out of here. Alone.
You mean you're going to try and kill us? You'll never get away with it.
Oh, no? Get a rope and tie him up. This place is mined with blasting powder. It will look just like an accident.
That's what you think. Reach and be quick about it.
Durango.
Take their guns, Cimarron, and get that map.
What's that?
Your funeral, Monroe. This place is surrounded by the posse. You're trapped.
You made a mistake, Durango. It's your funeral coming up. Come on.
Get out of here. You'll cut that mob on us in a jiffy.
Yeah, but he's got the map.
He won't get far. Come on.
Wait, Walker. The Durango kid is... There he is. Let's get him.
Smiley, they get you? No, but they scared 20 pounds off of me.
You could stand it.
Yeah, well, you could use it.
By George, you got it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Tie this around you, Cimarron. I've got a chore to do first. Monroe. This is the end of the line for you. Let's go. Up we go, Cimarron. It's our only way out now.
Yeah, Hook. All right.
Raider. I reckon that map ain't going to do Monroe every bit of good.
He'll be a lucky hombre if he gets away from that place alive.
He better stay here.
Don't you? We know when we're licked.
You was what before you ever got started? We got the nicest jail cells waiting for you and your partners at Trace No Galleys. Hiya, Clem, you got here just in time. Now, where's Cimarron?
You'll have to ask the Durango kid. He got away with him.
The Durango kid. Well, good for him. Now he can pay himself that reward. Suppose we get going. Come on, today.
Well, folks, I realize that many of you suffered heavy losses in the war with Santa Anna. It's only rightful that you should share in the gold he left behind. So all of you that need help, can get in touch with Mr. Roberts here.
Well, thanks to you and Smiley, Steve. Your shares of Cimarron's find is in my bank. And it'll go towards building up this country. And no one worthy shall be denied assistance.
Oh, Mr. Banker, these diddly-dad burned tin-horn duds are getting me down. So you can take my share and throw it in the jackpot and use it for the same reason. I'm telling you, I'm going back to prospecting for a living.
Steve, hey, wait, I'm going with you.
Oh, no, you're not, Smiley. You're going to stay here and work out every cent of the cost of that window you broke.
She's still mad at him. She's still mad at him. He never meant the things he said. Let's have it understood. Forget the things he said to you.